a huge fan of our next guest, and I'll stop talking about him like he's not listening to me. Introduce him. He's in A House of Dynamite, available now for streaming exclusively on Netflix. A Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright and Tony Award-winning actor, as well as one of the best in anything he does. Tracy Letts is here. Good to see you, Tracy. How are you?
Good. Oh, applause.
Yeah, no, I'll give it to you too. Seriously, anytime you're in a scene, you just dominate it, man. And I sit up straight anytime you're in anything from that you've done. So I wanted to say that to start things off. Here you are. You're playing General Anthony Brady, the combatant commander of the Stratcom of U.S. Strategic Command. In a moment, in A House of Dynamite, a missile, assuming that it is armed with a nuclear warhead, is making its way towards the United States. What a movie, man. What a movie.
Yeah, scary, huh?
Is it ever?
Yeah.
And what was it like for you to shoot this movie?
Hard. It was hard. I don't. All that military speak was all news to me.
It was.
I don't speak that language, so I had to learn it. Just like The Big Short, right? You have to learn a different language in order to.
Right.
The financial language in The Big Short or the military language in this movie, you have to learn that language just so you feel like you have some facility with it. So it sounds second nature to you. That's the tough part of the gig. In terms of his outlook, his suggestion.
The general's
suggestion. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be mine, but he makes a cogent argument. The argument is laid out pretty well on the page. And so I was like, well, all right, I can present that argument.
Well, our radio audience has just returned. That's Tracy Letts, who's in A House of Dynamite, available now for streaming exclusively on Netflix. And the thing about this movie that is so brilliant, Tracy, is it's basically about 20 minutes of time.
Yeah.
From different perspectives and how everybody in the United States government or military is reacting to the reality of a missile coming from someplace in the Asian theater heading towards the United States, coming for Chicago.
Right.
And it may be some sort of a cyber attack as well to make you think it's happening, or it's possible that Chicago may not be wiped out if the missile does land, and how everybody from the president of the United States to other people in the military, other people in the federal government are reacting to it. And it's just jaw-dropping the entire time.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. It's, 20 minutes is not very long.
No.
And that actually buys a little time. There are some launches that could be as quick as 12 minutes. And so I think one of the ideas the movie presents is, we're all on phones and screens, and that's what we're going to have to rely on. We're going to have to rely on people in their various stations.
Right.
If, in fact, they're at their stations or can get to their stations, right? Our Secretary of, or is it the National Security Council head is having a colonoscopy, and so he's not available to get on the call, So
right.
How are we going to pull it all together in 20 minutes' time? How is one expected to do that?
Well, and again, your character's first seen in a Zoom square because the movie starts, I believe, in the White House.
Right.
And you're on a Zoom talking from your position about what's happening. And then we go back in time to how your character, then we see you physically showing up for work that day, just like it's any other day. As a matter of fact, I believe your character is talking about the Major League Baseball All-Star Game and marveling at the baseball acumen of Francisco Lindor. Right. And then all of a sudden, 2 minutes later, the world could be ending.
Yeah.
And how do you act? How does one react? It really is an amazing sort of human condition drama that we're looking at here.
Those guys in Stratcom, a couple of the background players in the scene were 3 and 4 star generals who have served most of their careers in Stratcom, and so they know it very well, and they were constant source of reference.
So they're real? Some of those background actors were actual real Stratcom individuals?
They're real, and these scenarios, they drill them 400 times a year.
No kidding.
Yeah. They're very experienced at drilling these various possibilities. And I mean, we tried to recreate everything with as much specificity and just documentary attention to detail. And of course, we had these guys to rely on and turn to them at every step of the way and say, is this when the book would come out? Is this how the guy would show us the menu in the book to decide whether or not we're going to, hear what are the protocols? How does this go on?
To retaliate potentially, right? And then there's that, Jared Harris playing the Secretary of Defense at one point, and this is, I don't think I'm giving anything away. It's a scary movie where he's talking about if you can shoot the missile down, and he's told the odds of the missile being shot down is close to 50-50, and he basically screams like $50 billion for an effing coin flip. Is that real?
It's not only real, it's probably more like $500 billion, and it's a coin flip under the best of circumstances.
Dude, I'm not sleeping tonight, Tracy. And I made the mistake of watching the movie shortly before bedtime the other night.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. I keep suggesting to them that the tagline in the poster should be, and you thought you had enough to worry about.
Right. It's on Netflix. Everybody check it out. And again, so you're also a writer in your own right. You won a Pulitzer Prize for writing August Osage County, which won a Tony, if I'm not mistaken, as well. And you won a Tony for acting in another production. But,
that's true.
I will just put that all out there. But how are you, when you see a script, you take a look at it as an actor or a writer when you're looking at a script?
Oh, I think if I'm doing my job as an actor, that I'm looking at it. I guess they're not that dissimilar. You're looking for the quality of the material, and actors can do that just as well as writers can.
Right.
I mean, the first question my wife and I ask is, where does it shoot and when does it shoot, right? We have 2 little kids, so there's all sorts of practical considerations.
Right.
Don't tell us anything. Don't tempt me with a good time. Don't tell me anything about it until I know whether or not I can do it.
Sure.
And then the consideration, my conversation with my wife is always about the quality of the script. Now, occasionally it has to do with the person behind the wheel. Catherine Bigelow, I'm in. The script is great, and I'm happy to do the script, but I'm in from jump just because it's Catherine Bigelow. She's a great director.
Well, again, you brought this up, so I'll walk through the door. So were you on daddy duty when your wife was shooting White Lotus in Thailand?
Hell yes. Hell yes. I was...
How old are your kids?
4 and 7.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's off White Lotusing in Thailand.
Yeah.
And you're...
Yeah, she's like, I'm leaving to go sleep with Russians in Thailand. And I'm just like, okay, all right, I guess I'm a single father in Westchester.
Yeah, that's the reality of it, is it not?
Pretty much.
Outstanding. Tracy Letts here on the Rich Eisen Show. All right, let's jump into some other works of yours. Again, I'm a big fan, so I might fanboy on you a little bit here, Tracy. So we just saw the clip from A House of Dynamite, and in that clip was Coach Jack McKinney and Jerry West from Winning Time.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
The actor Jason Clarke was sitting in the White House Situation Room.
Yeah.
You're sitting in Stratcom.
Yeah.
And your character in Winning Time, Coach Jack McKinney, is without a doubt the least known and potentially most important individual for the Showtime winning Lakers, because he was the coach when Magic was there, and he brought a very special brand of offense that was, in fact, Showtime basketball. Well, how did you learn about him, or what did you learn about
I remember,
him?
I'm old enough that I remember the Showtime Lakers very well.
Sure.
And I didn't recall anything about Jack McKinney,
Isn't that amazing?
his accident, anything else. I mean, it wasn't until I read Jeff's book that we based the show on that I learned about Jack McKinney. Yeah, he's a remarkable guy and a really important part of NBA history who just very unfortunately got forgotten. I was glad to do it just to shed a little light on that dude.
Yeah, because you brought to life somebody that you said you watched it, don't remember it.
Right.
A lot of people have been like, wait a minute. So Pat Reilly and Paul Westhead weren't just the first guys. There was one guy who brought the X's and O's to the equation and then had a terrible bike accident and a head injury and gone.
Yeah, 3 weeks into the season, a month into the season. Yeah.
How did you research this role?
Oh, it was in the book.
Just in the book? That's about it?
It was all in the pages.
Right.
The guys who wrote the scripts for Winning Time, they went even deeper than the book, and they really did their research. We got some heat for not being completely accurate, especially some players didn't like the way they were portrayed in the series. But I have to say, it's really well researched, and it's actually a lot more accurate than people probably realize when they watch the show.
Right, and just I miss the show. I really wish it could have finished.
Me too. Yeah, it's a shame. It's really expensive. It's really hard to recreate NBA playoff games from 1980 on a TV budget of any size. Really, it's really hard.
And Jerry Buss is John C. Reilly as Jerry Buss. Yeah. I mean, were there times when you had to sort of quit from maybe just breaking up laughing because there's John C. Reilly dressed in that outfit and with his shirt open and the whole 70s thing?
Great? He was just superb. I just love doing it. I've known John for 30 plus years. We were both in Chicago at the same time. He's from Chicago originally. So I've known John a long time. And he was just so perfect for that show. It was just such ideal casting. I was really happy to do it with John.
Right. And so are you a basketball fan in any way, shape, or form?
I am. I'm kind of fair weather. I was in Chicago for the Jordan years. And then after Jordan retired, I'm like, what, am I just going to go off in the desert and watch bad basketball?
Yeah, watch people who don't just show up, rip the other people's hearts out pumping and win championships?
Right, it's like you saw with Shaq and Kobe, it's like, oh, this is going to be their time. It's like, do I really need to watch their time? I hate the Lakers. I don't want to watch that.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I mean, they should make a TV show out of The Last Dance.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a winning time for the Bulls era would be pretty amazing.
I think people would watch that.
Maybe, so would you play Doug Collins? Would you be the Doug Collins here?
Probably Jerry Krause.
How would you play Jerry Krause, Tara?
Well, with a big wig.
I bet so. And Adam McKay had something to do with that show, right?
He did.
Okay. And so were you placed in it as well because you had already been in The Big Short or something like that? Is that some of the connective tissue?
I don't know if The Big Short had anything to do with it or not. I had worked with Adam on that, and then Adam and I had made a series of funny little shorts for his Funny or Die. I played Dick Cheney in this series of little shorts we did. And so Adam and I've known his wife forever, too. So we had a relationship. Whether or not that had anything to do with my casting on Winning Time, I don't know. They shot the pilot, and then it went away forever because of COVID. And then as it came back, I wasn't in the pilot. So I came back for the second episode. It was already done and in the can. So I never even saw Adam on the set.
And it's interesting and then Adam makes a movie about Dick Cheney.
Yeah, right?
And then,
what was my call?
I don't know. He went with another guy from The Big Short instead.
Yeah,
right?
I know. And I said to Christian, if you just cast me, you wouldn't have had to put on all that damn weight.
Your scenes with Christian Bale in The Big Short are just awesome. Were you ad-libbing anything in that scene
Hell
at
no.
all? Nothing. Where you wanted your money back and you're like giving me...
there's probably a little ad-lib at the end of that when I'm asking for my money back. But again, that financial language is Greek to me. I have no idea. I mean, we really had to learn that. It was harder to learn that language than it was to learn the military speak for House of Dynamite.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's really... I mean, if you don't know money, I don't know anything about money.
Mm-hmm. You just don't want to lose it.
Right.
which is your character's motivation, I believe, in that scene. Because I just know Adam McKay and the people who have been in his movies, he stands off to the side, starts screaming lines at you. Just try this one, try that one.
We didn't do a lot of that.
Okay.
We didn't do a lot of that on that movie.
Okay. But that scene, again, is something that I keep watching over and over again, certainly since, Christian Bale's character is ripped straight from the current headlines, too, today.
I'll tell you the truth. So I worked with Christian, and I went back to my trailer, and I Googled, is Christian Bale a jerk? Because he wasn't especially friendly, but the character he was playing was not friendly to me. I thought, well, maybe he's in character. And then we worked together again on Ford v. Ferrari, and again, we had he didn't like me. We didn't have anything to do with each other in the movie. And then we went to promote Ford v. Ferrari, and so we were done with all the filming we had done together over a couple of years. We went to promote Ford v. Ferrari. Nicest guy in the world. When he wasn't playing the part. It's Christian is a guy who wears the part at all times, and it's his process, and he's an absolutely great actor, and it is a vital part of how he creates the performances he does. So when I met him, just him, oh, what a lovely guy. Just a lovely, charming, funny guy.
I love that.
Yeah.
And in Ford v. Ferrari, you play Henry Ford's son.
Yeah.
And another scene that keeps on popping up in my algorithm is the scene where Matt Damon is driving you around in the car.
Yeah.
And you wind up hysterically crying.
Yeah.
Can you walk me through that scene and what was on the page and what you did and what was happening?
Well, it was all on the page. I mean, we got out to do it, and Mr. Mangold and I, the director, we knew that it was a key moment in the movie. We knew it was really important in the film. And he had smartly created the circumstances so that I could have some adrenaline going through my body when we shot it. So we were actually, there's a camera unit called a Biscuit. And it's called that because they developed it for the movie Seabiscuit. And it allows, it's actually the car that's driving us in the car. The camera is on the car that's pulling us. So Matt isn't actually driving the car. The Biscuit is driving the car. But it gets up to some high speeds. We got up to about 100 miles an hour out on the tarmac. And, some hairpin turns and stuff. So we went out and we did that for a couple of minutes before screeching the car to a halt. And then the cameras were all mounted on the car and starting the scene from there. It was great fun, hard, but good, the good kind of hard. I mean, it was fun to do. I wasn't so much scared of the speed. It was very claustrophobic. Those cars are built very low to the ground. They're not built for big guys like me. I mean, I'm 6'3". They're not made for guys like me. And you're
right.
You're horizontal. You're about 8 inches above the ground.
Yes.
The roof of the car is right there. The camera's mounted here, so you can't open the door. You're in a suit. You're in makeup. You're in all that stuff going on. It's pretty sweaty business.
To make a man cry.
Yeah.
So you were not fearful for your health at any point in time?
No, I wasn't fearful.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Because the character starts crying because he wishes his dad could see the car that has been built to beat Ferrari.
And that was an easy emotional thing to tap into. We've all got dads.
Sure. Last one for you here. A lot of people might not know you were in one of the best Seinfeld episodes of all time called The Strike. Yeah. Because it was the Festivus episode.
Right.
You play the, I believe, OTB operator that meets Elaine.
Yeah.
And then Kramer somehow, I don't want to take up too much time, through H&H Bagels, winds up bringing you to the dinner at which the Festivus ceremony took place.
Yeah.
How did you keep a straight face during this episode?
I didn't. I broke. Everybody broke.
Did you really?
Broke a lot, yeah. And we didn't have a studio audience. It was the Thanksgiving week, and so they didn't even bring in a studio audience for the taping. So there's no audience there. We were just cracking each other up around the table. And I have to say, Jerry Stiller is maybe the funniest person I've ever met, seen work in my life. I mean, he's just hysterically funny. And he'd just open his mouth and people would just start cracking up. He's just so damn funny. In fact, I will tell you, a real highlight of that day of shooting, we were at the craft services table, and Mr. Stiller came up to me, and he's very soft-spoken, and he said, "What's your name?" And I told him my name. He said, "You're very funny." I was like, I'm going to take that with me.
Okay.
Wow. There's a retirement.
Fantastic.
Wow,
yeah. But I mean, we have a drop that we always play here all the time.
I got a lot of problems with you people now. You're going to hear about it.
We play that all the time. Yeah. So when he says that, that's what, you remember what would crack you up the most from that scene?
It didn't matter. Well, for one thing, Julia can't keep a straight face at any time. Julia cracks up pretty easily.
Yes.
She's pretty easy to break. But one of the reasons she's easy to break is because she's just having a great time. She's just a lot of fun to work with, a lot of fun to be around.
I can't imagine keeping a straight face, seeing Jerry Stiller with a Festivus pole, and then...
I think that speech he gives at the table was even longer. I think we had to cut it down because we couldn't get through it.
Oh, my God.
It's a Festivus miracle.
Yeah, it was a miracle you got through it. It's a Festivus miracle. Everybody check out A House of Dynamite. It is available for streaming right now exclusively on Netflix. The cast is amazing. The directing is amazing. The script is amazing. And I'll be honest with you, you just need to prepare yourself. Maybe you and I both, when we watched it.
Half a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Pinot for me. I don't know what it was for you.
Cab.
There you go.
We didn't even talk Vikings. Are we not going to talk Vikings?
You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break here, and then we've got another 2 minutes to go, and then we'll talk Vikings with you.
All right.
You're a Vikings guy? You said you're a Vikings
I am. I'm a lifelong Vikings fan. I don't think I've ever been in the state of Minnesota, but when I was a little kid, my dad was watching football. He gambled on football. He had a bookie. He gambled on football. So he was watching a game, and I sat down with him, and I said, teach me this game. And he said, well, it's more fun if you pick a team to cheer for. And I think the Vikings were playing, and I probably liked the color, and Tarkenton led them back to a big come-from-behind victory ever since. I mean, Tarkenton was my childhood.
Well, Fran couldn't be more exciting to watch, too, if, you know.
He was very exciting.
He wasn't boring. He wasn't boring. He would run around, and he'd make incredible plays. So to this day.
To this day.
You're a Vikings fan.
Yeah, 50-plus years of frustration.
Well, last year was a fascinating year, and now this one, too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a University of Michigan Wolverine. I'm a big fan of the current quarterback there. I know we still have a story to write. I get it.
He's 22 years old.
That's it.
He's played 4 games.
That's it.
He's got 2 division wins.
That's right. On the road, by the way.
Yeah, right.
On the road.
Yeah.
So
I believe.
Okay.
I'm choosing to believe.
Okay. Did the Vikings know you're a fan of the team at all?
I have no idea.
Because we got to get you to blow that Java horn. Right? Let's get you to the state of Minnesota.
Absolutely.
Let's get Tracy Letts to.
Oh, man. That would be a dream come true.
Let's do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You could play Ragnar. You could dress up as the Viking and ride the motorcycle.
That's right. Or maybe you could play Bud Grant in a movie.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect.
Bud Grant.
Come
Nice.
on now. Certainly, if you could play Jack McKinney. Let's do this.
Do you have a team? Do you have a rooting interest?
I grew up a New York Jet fan.
Oh, smell.
Which is why I'm saying something that I never thought I would say with you on my set, Tracy Letts, because I'm such a big fan. We're out of time. Sorry to say, we're out of time. Everybody check out A House of Dynamite. It's not about the Jets. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.